Dr. Joseph Wood. Today we're going to talk about vision and how our vision actually can affect our spines and actually how we think, how we feel, and actually how we retrieve memories. It's pretty interesting that a lot of times that we look at something in the human body and do a first pass and say the only thing the eyes do is allow us to see the world. But actually they are so much greater than that. So let's talk about vision just a little bit. So 70% of the brain is dedicated towards our visual centers. If I come at you real fast, like poking you in the eye, that triggers an aspect of the brain, that crocodile brain I've talked about in some other videos, that you are going to react to that information. You'll blink to protect your eye. You may evade or move out of the way to protect your body, to protect your life, to protect yourself. This is all happens without thinking. It's very fascinating that that happens. Now that's one aspect. So I'm in the process of writing a new book on how to rehabilitate someone or live a great life and restore that youthful vitality that we had. Overcoming injuries, go back to playing sports the way you want, not contracting your life as you get older, but ability to keep the expansion bubble of what you want to try going on. That research led me into the vision centers. So in early childhood development, this is where we start out. We all, came from our mother's womb, we're born, and then baby starts to look around. And if you watch a small child, especially if you have one, or if you ever change their diaper, you'll watch the child's eyes track that parent through the room without necessarily moving their head. So we have a tracking mechanism in there. That's what helps to develop our eye hand coordination for sports, handwriting, and all these other things. That's just one small aspect of vision that would allow us to track something, allow us to, throw a baseball, pitch a spear at an animal that we wanted to kill so we could eat today. All that is fascinating, but starting our early childhood youth. Where am I going with this? Sometimes that tracking mechanism gets messed up and we have a tracking problem in our brain. And so what you do is you introduce some drills or some exercises to strengthen that area. That's one aspect of vision. Another aspect is convergence. So your left eye and your right eye are like two separate cameras. It's like two people watching an automobile accident occur, and one person saw one thing, another person saw something else. So our left eye is an independent camera, our right eye is an independent camera, and eventually the brain has to converge that information and create syntax out of what each camera brought in and create some meaning around that. That's kind of interesting. It's called convergence. So when we look at something coming into our eyes, it allows the cameras, the two parts of our eyes, to connect. So kids who have handwriting problems, if you give them a little bit of convergence exercise, a lot of times that'll help clean that up. Pretty fascinating. This is all from vision. There's more. As you look left, it sends a charge down the spine saying extend this side or pull that shoulder back, and tells this side to flex forward. That would make me turn left. So as your eyes go there, it's already sending a signal to our spine to help stabilize it, prepare it for moving in that direction, because if wherever your eyes go, you go. All fascinating, but there's even more. There's a great nerve that comes off the brain called the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve actually is connected to our eyes. It's actually connected to like every organ in our body and actually helps us calm down. So in psychology, they'll have you do some tracking stuff as well. You'll feel anxiety come over you. You keep staring at it, and slowly the anxiety gets deleted from the brain. Fascinating stuff. All from breathing and a little bit of eye movement. So I've looked at, like, for rehabilitation, it's not just giving someone a set of exercise. I also look into their psychology, their perception, and how they view the world, because if someone's depressed, their posture slumps. So if I give you posture exercises to restore your posture from the body, that works. And the person goes back to their default thinking of, oh, I suck, I'm a horrible person. They slump again. We're kind of going around in circles. So this is why I address a little bit of a mental component in how I do things, because it's part of our limbic system, our emotional system of our brain. And then we have the crocodile brain, which is our movement system, our breathing and eye movements and all those things. So rehabilitation or helping someone function at their highest level isn't just a one-shot thing. It's not just one thing that we do. It's a multitude of a bunch of little things that come together and create a magnificent you. Just like you're a multitude of a bunch of little atoms and molecules that make up the great person called you. It's kind of fascinating how that works. So that's what I want to share a little bit today on vision. I'm not going to go into all the drills and all that stuff, but I want to show you how important it is. It's not something we should skip over. It's something we need to look at in getting someone back to functioning really well. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.